Hey there guys, Chris McLeod, aka Diagnostic 80 from the Full Force podcast here, and I've just received a very cool Assembly Required 2021 Captain Level Gear Kit in the post. I know. You've probably already got yours if you went to the show a few weeks ago, and if you ordered one as well, but I thought I would go ahead and do an unboxing anyway to see what goodies lie in wait for me in this super fun kit. So shut up McLeod and get to unboxing. Right then, so first up, I should probably explain, Assembly Required is in Des Moines, Iowa, run by the Codename Iowa team, headed up by Brian Sauer, who does all our graphics for the Full Force podcast. And you can order these beautiful kits in different levels. Captain Gear kit is the highest. You get Lieutenant. I think there's other ones as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of different ones you can order. Some cater to the 4-inch side of collecting, some cater to the 6-inch, and some cater to both. With the Captain Level Gear Kit, you're pretty much getting everything that they offer, and the show is amazing. It's a wonderful show. I love Assembly Required. It's probably my favorite G.I. Joe convention I've ever been to, and I mean that seriously. It's just an awesome time. So let's get stuck into this unboxing, because first off, let's look at the presentation that we get here. So first of all, you can see these gorgeous stickered kind of areas. You got all telling you what it is: Captain Gear, the number 00. You've got Assembly Required and arrows to say which way up it should go, which is brilliant. They also obviously wiped out the addresses, so you can't see it, but this is almost like the seal, so you know that it hasn't been opened. So you can cut along there and you can open this up. So let's get into this, because I am really excited, and I know you're all sitting there going, why are you talking about this? Get into it. Let's see what's going in. Simply, let's cut it. Now, this is something I actually really don't like doing, because I think the stickers and all of the presentation are so gorgeous. I really don't like cutting into it. It feels like I've ruined it. But the beauty part is when you close it up again, you can hardly tell. So if you like the box and you like that kind of presentation, then awesome. So opening this up. Ooh, okay, so there's a bunch of stuff in here. But first of all, we get this gorgeous letter right here. Just hold that up for you. Isn't that gorgeous? With Arashikage symbolism on it as well. So the theme was Ninja Force this year, and they went with a lot of ninja themes, even obviously Arashikage are pretty strong in the ninja department. So there's a mixture of Ninja Force direct aspects and also, periphery things. Obviously the Arashikage, Storm Shadow, there's some Storm Shadow stuff in here, which I can't wait to get stuck into. And it says, "Greetings, fellow warrior. As head of Ninja Force, I took an oath to recruit, train, and lead only the most dedicated and disciplined martial artists. Only a rare few possess the focus required to resist like stone, flow like water, move like wind, and strike like lightning. Much like the members of my team, you too have demonstrated an unwavering devotion to both your chosen path and those who walk it beside you. It pleases my spirit to impart to you this codename Iowa Gear Kit as a symbol of your commitment to the cause and your continued celebration of G.I. Joe. I hope the many toys, trinkets, supplies, and surprises contained within bring joy to your soul." I'm sure they will. "As long as imagination flutters within your mind like the wings of the gentle butterfly, may your fandom live on, flourish greatly, and further spread the wonder of this hobby to others, both young and old. With honor, Storm Shadow." And it's signed by Storm Shadow as well, which is really cute. Really nice. And I love the kind of, again, that kind of effect on the paper, that kind of yellowy, I don't know. It just reminds me, they always do this. They always add a letter in there, just as you would have got with any mail away kind of G.I. Joe item back in the day. Right, so first of all, there's loads of stuff in here. First up, let's have a look at this t-shirt. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So I chose the Storm Shadow design, because obviously Storm Shadow version 2 is one of my favorites. I know he's not Ninja Force, but what they've done is they've kind of incorporated two different elements here. They've got the call out for what the special gimmick was on the Ninja Force card back. In this case, they've made one up for version 2 Storm Shadow, Strike Like Lightning. So that is gorgeous. And I just love the design. I love how Brian has done the art here, and he's made the kind of Storm Shadow figure, you know, giving him like a gimmick of like 2 chopping arms in 2 different directions, which is just brilliant. Beautiful, love that. And I'll be wearing that for the next show, definitely, for the next Full Force podcast show. Now, straight away, I've got a baggie here, and it contains what looks to be, oh my goodness. So these are 6-inch compatible, kind of classified compatible pieces. We've got, oh my goodness me, we've got the Ninja Claw, the 3-bladed Ninja Claw, which has the little loops and the handle to fit on the hand of the figure. Isn't that stunning? Absolutely love that. So much like version 2 Storm Shadow, in actual fact, you can create your own version 2 Storm Shadow, and they've even given him this quite incredible compound bow, which obviously you can paint up. It's even got like the arrows on there, look like almost like a little kind of quiver on the side of it. Isn't that just incredible? Like, there's so much, I mean, the level of detail on this bow is dramatic. Like, there's so much cool stuff here. So I think Travis Weber does the 3D printing for these, and it's just outstanding. So what you can do is you can get your Arctic mission classified Storm Shadow, you can paint him up in the digital camo, and you can give him those pieces. Amazing. We also have here some very delectable paperwork. Well, first off, we've got a little calendar for 2022, and this contains all of the wonderful kind of animated cell artwork that Brian's been doing for Codename IO. Here's the whole like lineup of characters, and you can basically, you've got a little calendar for next year, which isn't that gorgeous? So Snow Job in January, because it's going to be killed, I guess. Very nice. And I love how on the days he's done almost like, you know how you get those, like for the days that aren't actually in that month, I love how he's made it like almost like the cross cell with the little explosions, which, you know, you'd sometimes have like a little silhouette in there saying who was coming next kind of thing. February, synonymous with Crimson Guards. I don't know, but isn't that gorgeous? And the artwork is just outstanding. I love this. I think this is gorgeous. I won't show you every single one. Mutton Junkyard for March. Boop. Amazing. Love this. I'm going to see what's in November. November's my birth month, this month. In fact, my birthday's in a couple of days, and Kate's. Can you believe we have 2 days, a day between our birthdays? On the 27th, Kate's the 29th. Weird. Very weird. But yeah, we got Roadblock. Fantastic. And Chef Roadblock. So it's from Thanksgiving, I'm guessing, here in November. Obviously, that's not a big thing in the UK, but having been an avid America-phile, that sounds weird. I know what Thanksgiving is. Not that we celebrate it, but I celebrate it in the US with my US family, of course. Why wouldn't I? And December, isn't that great? You've got a snow serpent holding a little like Christmassy bit of tree that he's pulled on, like a branch of a Christmas tree with a bauble on it. That's adorable. And obviously cold as well in it in December. And finally, the sign-off for the little 2023 sub-calendar that they've added in here, Cobra Officer, the Sunbow Cobra Officer. So very nice, love that. There's loads more in here, obviously. Dusty, there's Hawk. July, so that's 4th of July again. I love how there's like some aspect of, you know, why they've been chosen for the certain months. And obviously Dusty in summer, because he's like, you know, the desert specialist and it gets hot in the desert. September is for Serpentor, because I guess it sounds like September. June, Baroness, also hot in June. Shipwreck is May. May Day, maybe? You know, like how they say in, I don't know, I'm just guessing at some of these. Flash in April, maybe? I don't know. Stop asking me. But anyway, I think I've shown you all of them now. But anyway, love that. That is a beautiful calendar, and that is going to go up on the old wall at somewhere. Maybe on the fridge. Definitely on the fridge. A little pack of stickers here. Oh my God. honestly, the work that goes into this is just outstanding. So we've got the sticker for the design on the t-shirt, the Strike Like Lightning. I love that. We've also got the other design for the other t-shirt you can choose. Now I chose Storm Shadow, but you could have also gone with version 2 Snake Eyes. Actions speak louder. I love that. Assembly required Ninja Force mashup logo. Version 1 Storm Shadow sticker. Look at that. The artwork's absolutely stunning. I love it. And a version 2 Snake Eyes. Kind of the classic Sunbow looks there, and this is my favorite. Now, as an Action Force comics fan, as an Action Force VHS cartoon fan, as an Action Force fan in general, Quick Kick was such a huge character for me, and obviously he's famous for the original frozen fudgy bar. Frozen fudgies from Pyramids of Darkness. Absolutely love this. Artificially flavored, love it. And you've got Quick Kick on there, again, that gorgeous pop art. We'll probably see this sort of design and that sort of call out again in this pack, just saying. For those of you that already have seen inside here, you'll know what I'm talking about. We've got another little pack here. Are these gorgeous kind of card back recreations, or like their own versions of card backs, like beautiful card stock as well. We've got Snake Eyes and Timber here, so version 2 Snake Eyes on this kind of like faux card back with the little sticker, the little price sticker, which is again lovely touches on there. And he actually puts different price stickers on all of these, which is great. It's not always the same. And if you flip it around, a Snake Eyes file card there, which basically lifts off the original, and some gorgeous artwork as well. Again, custom artwork of Snake Eyes, the Arashikage symbol, absolutely stunning. We've got a Storm Shadow version 1, which is also pretty cool. Love that. And a different price sticker. Get a close up on that. I wish it was that price. And again, there's your Storm Shadow file card, and again, more beautiful card art, custom card artwork by Brian. A bit closer to home on the whole Ninja Force theme. We have the Ninja Force Storm Shadow, the leader of the Ninja Force, of course. There's this little price sticker, again crossed out. Love that. Brilliant. Gorgeous. I love that artwork. Absolutely stunning. And once again, we flip it around. We've got a Storm Shadow file card. This one's taken from his Ninja Force card as well. So you get slightly different, slightly different layout, slightly different information, which is great. And of course, that gorgeous artwork. And of course, we've got Ninja Force Snake Eyes, looking very cool in that Sunbow-esque kind of style. Again, beautiful artwork, absolutely stunning artwork. And we've got his Ninja Force file card on the back. Very, very awesome. And look at that, really cool card art at the back as well. Now, I think in fact, these, specifically these ones and a few others have been made into posters for the show as well, which looked absolutely gorgeous. Now, he has made these into boxes first and foremost. So I've got a feeling there might be stuff in here because they're quite heavy. So let's start with the smaller one first. Now, these are obviously also going to be used for the actual diorama itself as well. So I think this is going to be like a little 2-in-1 kind of deal. So I'm just going to take the plastic wrap off. Again, everything is done so beautiful, so professional. It's just great. This is one of my favorite things of the year is opening a gear kit. And just to give you a close up on the box and how gorgeous it is, you've got like a little fake clasp design on there. You've got the Arashikage symbol, this kind of like wood grain effect. Very, very nice, simple box. And then you flip up the bottom and you've got like the bottom, and you've got all these kind of like, this detailing on the bottom. We open it up. Excited right now. And oh, this is amazing. So take the foam out and we've got one of these bad boys. Now this is obviously for your 4-inch figures, and it is a training tree. So if you've ever seen any movie with martial arts in it, even Marvel movies have probably had this kind of thing in the background of some shots in like Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange as well. But yeah, any martial arts movie where they're training, they're fighting, it's almost like a you punch the sticks and you kick the leg at the bottom, and you build up your resistance, I guess, to punching wood, so it makes you a bit stronger. So yeah, very nice little call out there, which again is it's 3D printed, it's really beautifully finished, it's an amazing little piece. And again, you can even paint this up yourself, you can add little detailing to it in the paint kind of department. And yeah, just really, really awesome. I love that a lot. So that obviously will go very nicely with the actual diorama once it's all put together, which is going to take me ages. Going into the next box, now this is almost like a wardrobe, like a big, maybe like a weapons cache or something. Okay, so we've got like another, very detailed oriented little box. You've got these little kind of corner hinges, I guess, and you've got that's the back side. So the Irish Geiger symbol kind of gives you the right way around that it goes up. So it would probably be like that. And then it would almost act as like a wardrobe. So I'm going to open this up. And, well, weapons was the right call. We have got a ton of weapons sprues. Now, these have been done as an homage to, of course, how, the figures used to have, some of the later figures would have these huge weapon sprues. And we've got some cool ass items on here. Probably be able to note, you might be able to recognize some of them, but there's some weapons there. That looks like this one here in particular, this thin sword here, looks like the Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon sword. I could be wrong. I am very often wrong when I try and guess what these things are, but that does look like the Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon sword, which is one of my favorite movies. There's that big one in the middle, that kind of huge, thick-bladed thing as well. I mean, there's a lot of call-outs here that I'm not going to pick up on everything. But what I do like about this little weapon sprue is at the bottom, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there's a Codename Iowa logo on there. You probably can't see it on this particular sprue, but that's really awesome. So yeah, you can pop these off and use them with your 6-inch figures. Beautiful. And there's loads here. This one's really chunky. I love this. So this one has got some pop culture weapons. Not necessarily G.I. Joe, obviously, in this case, as you can tell from a lot of these. I'm not going to embarrass myself by picking them out and naming them, but I do recognize them all, and they look fantastic. And we've also got a blue one as well, which is really pretty dope. Again, loads of cool weapons and swords and all sorts, and throwing knives, and you've got the axe, and you've got ninja stars. You've got what looks like nunchuck handles. So you could probably rope them together and make nunchucks, which is really cool right there. That's awesome. The kind of mace with the spikes on it, the huge hammer, the axe, brilliant. Love that. They just smash it out of the park, don't they? Absolutely smash it out of the park. So yeah, 2 amazing little boxes filled with goodies, 4-inch and 6-inch accessory kind of bits and bobs, which are brilliant. Great, lovely stuff. Now we move into the piece de resistance. And this is the paper stock diorama. And look, that opens up already, and you can see it's like a dojo with the howling wolf in the background, the timber shout out there. We get a little baggie with these little connectors in here. I guess that obviously comes in kind of important. Oh, well, that's great. So basically it comes in this flat pack kind of style, and you open it out, and it's kind of like the roof and the interior wall and everything, and you've got there's your quick kick and your frozen fudgies in the background, kind of like a little skyline, and you've got all the other pieces of the dio in the middle here. Okay, so this is really interesting and actually quite important. So when you are folding this together, this curls round, but you don't put the tabs directly in the holes on the inside. They kind of go outside like so, and then they fold up around the outside, on the outside of the kind of the tube, as it were, and then they poke into the holes from the exterior. So on the inside, you'll see that it'll stay yellow because those little tabs have the yellow interior, so they kind of go on the outside and then tuck in. So you should end up with something like this. Okay, and that's the exterior and the interior, like so. Now, I'm going to probably move on to the roof, I imagine. Interior roof, like so. Now, you can line up the interior part of the roof. You can see all where the slits are and where the space is. So this is going to be kind of like to the space on the actual, on the water tower itself. So it will line up like so, and it's just a matter of, I'll start from this end so I don't mess it up. I'll start one end and move all the way around. So now we've got like the interior of the roof kind of in there, and I've been removing these old excess bits of card that get popped out when the slats kind of push through. That also kind of like shores up the tube as well, so it kind of it's not as it's not as like kind of folded. And this is where tape comes in handy. So what you can do is you can tape these tabs down, so you fold them down on the top, and you can actually tape them down to kind of make it more secure. I won't do it for now because I've got to actually think about where this is going first. And if it can't go anywhere just now, then I'm going to break it down and bust it out another time. But you can fold those tabs down, tape those tabs down, just a little bit of tape on each one, or maybe over a couple, and it just kind of shores that up a little bit. And then with the roof, we create the roof by folding like so, lining up the gap there, and it creates this kind of little kind of like, little kind of cone shape. You can tape that and then plop it on the top. Again, with a bit of tape possibly on the underside to just kind of hold it in place. But we've also got this little piece, which is also going to kind of attach to the water tower as well, so I should probably do that first. This is pretty straightforward, this one. So you've got like, it's going to be like a square underneath and create this little kind of like section here. Now, we also have a little box element at the top here. So again, you can fold those over. So I think it's just going to fold over like a box and create a platform by which you can pop your water tower on top of. It's a tight fit, but it goes in nicely. And voila, we have our platform base, which can actually, again, tab into this roof section here. You can see that kind of square piece there, that roof. So actually tabs in there nice and easy. So this little plug, yoink, as you can see, will go through, if we hold up this the right way around, will go through the floor of the interior, like so, downwards. I'll just pop that in there so you can see. So there'll be a little black cap in the middle of the floor, like so, poking out the bottom, like so. That will obviously then go through the floor of this platform. So if you turn it upside down now, and I'll put my finger on the inside so you can see it poking out. It pokes out the bottom like so. Then we pop the white spacer over the extruding pin, as it were, like so, and then the cap pops on the top to cap it off and also hold it into place, and to create that twisting motion that you can, you can turn this thing. So it pops on nice and easy, like so. Right, there we go, and it allows this to spin around as much as you want, which is awesome. So that's really fantastic. Okay, so with the kind of water tower built and set up and done, I'm going to move on to fixing this roof into its correct position. Now, this little side is fine. That's all that's done. Now, what you have to do here is you have to fold this kind of like brickwork in half, unravel that, and then stick it down, and that will hold nicely in place. So it's going to be like that. Can you see that? Like a little triangular angle, like so. So that when you fold it up, it's the same height all the way around. Also, it's in the same token, you have to fold these tabs around on this side. You have to bend this again in half, fold it around, and these again can be taped to the side on one side, and on this side can actually slot in here nicely and be already kind of taped down by this kind of section here. So effectively, you end up with a roof section like so. I'm not going to tape mine down just for now, I'll do that after the fact, but that's just to show you how it works. And then we pop the water tower into that section. The tabs with the holes, and they just kind of slot through like so. There are 3 tabs on one side and 1 tab on the other side. So again, you've got 2 different kind of directions that you can kind of put this, but they effectively look the same anyway, either side. So it's really like up to you how you pop that in. And there are all the tabs. There they are, all through, and then you can fold them over and you can place it on the deck. And we have, sort of at the moment, our rooftop diorama with, again, like the roof will go on top. Put that on in a second. Et voila! I have a rooftop diorama for my 4-inch figures, and it is insane. I love this thing. It's beautiful. Just so beautifully, expertly designed. You've got some cool stuff in the interior there. Absolutely love it. It's just a beautiful piece, a beautiful display piece, and you can, like you say, you can twist the whole thing around and you can kind of have the exterior shown rather than the interior. Just brilliant. So well done. Amazing job on that. We also have a 6-inch display as well, which is a lot more simple in terms of its construction. There are 2 kind of score marks you can see. Well, you probably can't see actually. They're very fine. But anyway, you can just kind of bend these in slightly, and the tab goes underneath. Again, a tab that you can kind of tape to the underneath of the base, and you effectively end up with this gorgeous 6-inch display piece, which I'm going to use for my 6-inch figures on my classified shelf. I'll probably get Storm Shadow in there, put the Snake Eyes in there, maybe even Shang-Chi. I could throw that little Shang-Chi figure in there too, because I love that figure. So that is a much easier, much simpler build that I can do on the screen, and you end up with this absolutely beautiful 6-inch display for 6-inch figures. Love it. Brilliant. Okay, cool. So 2 displays. 1 for 6, 1 for 4. We've got these beautiful boxes to go in them as well, kind of show off some other cool stuff with, you know, for the 4-inch, we can pop that in the water tower and make that a prominent feature. And of course, the boxes too. So it's just really, really cool. I love the level of detail that they go to on these. And this is actually, because this is 6-inch, I may even put this on in the 6-inch diorama as like a little weapons kind of wardrobe, as it were, just kind of like, you know, like that. Anyway, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Unbelievable. Another amazing Captain's Gear kit. Again, thank you so much to Codename Iowa, to Brian Sauer for sending me this. Absolutely beautiful. There will be, I believe, another armor coming very soon. Obviously next year now, but in the grand scheme of things, pretty soon. And obviously, A.R, the next assembly required, will be in person next year. No dates for either of them just yet, but we will keep you informed on the full force. Just brilliant job to everyone involved putting these together, because I know Brian obviously does a lot of work, he does a lot of the design work, but then there are a lot of other people that do the 3D printing, like Travis Weber, for example, and all the volunteers, David Murencraft, Steve Kelting, I say volunteers, the team that, you know, actually put this all together. You guys do an amazing job, everyone involved, and yeah, cannot wait for next year. Couldn't make it this year, which was really sad. Hopefully we'll be able to do it next year. That's it then for this unboxing of Assembly Required 2021 Captain Level Gear Kits. Thank you for watching this video. See you very soon, and as always, full force.
Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.